Hello guys, welcome to 4K channel. Today I'm going to share with you these three legal tenders from United States. I have $1, $2, and $5 denomination. The $1 and the $2 denomination belong to the series of 1917, which is when they were printed. The $5 denomination was actually printed earlier in 1907. So there are some similarities between all three notes. One is the fact that each of them has a portrait of US President on it. Also, all three are larger than normal size, so they're referred to as horse blanket. The horse blanket term is not specific to these particular notes, but basically any larger than normal size US banknote. Additionally, they all have the seal of US Treasury in red, and also the serial numbers are printed in red ink on all these notes. So let's start with the $1 note. So this up here tells you the series of 1917. It's a legal tender. In the center it has portrait of George Washington. On the left here it has a vignette of Christopher Columbus' discovery of land. This particular banknote comes in a few varieties, actually 7 varieties based on the combination of the signatures. So we have the signature of the Register of Treasury and also the signature of Treasurer of United States. So here we have Speelman and White. Actually, all three banknotes that I'm going to show you today, they have the exact same combination, Speelman and White. Now, based on which combination you have, some combinations are more desirable than others. Let's turn this over. So based on the design on the back of this note, this particular banknote is nicknamed Sawhorse design. So I think that's based on this crisscross pattern of United States of America. And then you have some writing on the right hand side. Pretty intricate design. So let's move on to the $2 note. So in comparison to the other two denominations, this particular note was more common, more easily found. So you could probably pick this up for cheaper price than the other two banknotes. This one also has the series of 1917 legal tender. On the left hand side we have the portrait of Thomas Jefferson. In the center we have the vignette of Capitol Building, US Capitol Building. That's where the Congress meets. And just like the other two notes, mine have the same combination of signature, Speelman and White. This particular note comes in 4 varieties, but all 4 varieties of all 4 varieties of signature combinations are equally as common. On the back, based on the design, this is nicknamed Bracelet. That's based on the 4 different types of shields, kind of in a oval bracelet pattern, and then you have the writing in a curved semicircular pattern. Now the next one is the $5 denomination. Like I said before, this one was actually printed earlier than the other 2. So this happens to be the series of 1907. The other 2 were 1917. And this one, unlike the other 2, has a Roman numeral 5, also in red ink. Now on the left hand side, we have the portrait of President Andrew Jackson. Same Speelman and White signature. And in the center, you have this vignette of a pioneer family. The wife is holding a baby in her hand, in her arms, and the man is standing with axe in his left arm, the pieces of wood next to him, and a hound dog. So based on the design of the vignette here of the pioneer family, this particular banknote is nicknamed the Woodchopper. And as I understand, this particular banknote, it's not that uncommon to find errors. Sometimes the errors could be inverted prints or missing seal. On the back, we have a circular design and some writing on the right hand side, and I'm going to zoom this up as much as I can, and I want you to focus on the 6th line from the top. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this particular line, for all debts, public and private. And if you focus on the word public, try to zoom this up as much as I can without blurring it. The word public is spelled or misspelled. Instead of U, you have PCBLIC. So public is misspelled, and there's another public underneath it, and that's spelled correctly. So this is an error note, and this particular error is not that uncommon, but when I bought this note, I was not aware of this error. And the seller perhaps wasn't aware either, because I'm sure he would have had, he would want more for this banknote had he known that this error existed. So this is an interesting little error, but not that uncommon. So guys, I do not have a whole lot of old US banknotes. They can be quite expensive, and it's not because I don't love the design on these banknotes. I just can't afford them. This particular set is really all I have for my old US banknote collection, and I am positive some of you have pretty extensive collection, which I'm glad you have, and but most of my collection is focused on non-US banknotes, especially European banknotes. But I must say, these older American banknotes are absolutely gorgeous, and I wish I could collect more. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, keep collecting.